Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 9. Will be presents about augmented reality, games, and motivation language learning. Let's talk about love interest in mobile learning. As in many other learning environments, growing interest towards mobile learning in education brings several opportunities and advantages for English as foreign language learner. As a part of mobile learning, AR technique has potential to facilitate learning through enjoyment over learning tasks, engagement, and motivation. Augmented reality simulation could provide language learners with intrinsically motivating gameful experiences, challenges, and unexpected delights, which in return may result in crossing the border between formal and informal learning. The first, I will talk about introductions about augmented reality games and motivations language learning. It is now fact that ubiquity of the internet access one mobile device has become a growing phenomenon across the world in recent years. According to the Global Digital Statistic in 2017, with 10% annual growth, more than half of the world now use smartphones, and more than half of the world's web traffic comes from mobile phones with broadband mobile connections. We are social digital in 2017. Similarly, International Telecommunication Union report for 2016 indicates that 95% of the global population live in area that is covered by a mobile cellular network and mobile broadband network 3G or above. Rates 80-40% of the global population ITU 2016. As a matter of course, today educational practice are being designed and feared due to advance of millennium generation who tend to use mobile technology in every aspect of their life.
Now I will talk about the study. Among 1,590 number of people, students at Nodul University School of Foreign Language, 83 Turkish students were chosen randomly according to convenience. All participants gave informed consent before answering the questionnaire. Intrinsic motivation inventory, first designed by Ryan in 1982, was used in this study. IMI is multidimensional measurement device that intends to assess participants' subjective experience related to a target activity. The instrument assesses participant interest or engagement, perceived competence, effort, value or usefulness, felt pressure and tension, and perceived choice while performing a given activity. It includes 6 subscales score. Next, the interest or enjoyment subscale is considered the self-report measure of intrinsic motivation. Each subscale includes 7 statements. Among total of 14 statements, 2 of them were raised first and calculated accordingly. For different games that can be applied with AR technology were generally designed and applied by the research in 4 different language classrooms that consisted of 84 students during 2016 to 2017 academic year fall and spring semester. Game was designed by using an AR application. This application allows users to create or view AR experience by pointing a mobile device at a trigger. A photo or object that has an aura, interactive experience featuring an animation, video, or image attached to it. Once the user hover their mobile device over the triggering objects, the aura pops up on their phone screen. Next, learning outcomes necessary material and design for each game are as follows. Game 1, Me 0. The learner outcomes of the activity were practicing preposition of place, practicing newly learner vocabulary, practicing speaking, listening, and reading. Game 2, Let's go to the movie. The learner outcomes of the activity were scanning, recognizing newly learner vocabulary, practicing listening and reading. Game 3, Treasure Hunt. The learner outcomes of the activity were recognizing newly learner vocabulary, practicing listening, speaking and reading, recognizing language structure, retaining and transferring knowledge, and last, Game 4, Fast Reporters. The learner outcomes of the activity were practicing listening for specific information, practicing report speech, and practicing writing.
Findings. Statistical result 1, according to descriptive statistics for all like types items, score 500 meaning very true, was found to be the mood, which was the most frequent score for all questions in the inventory. This shows that the participants mostly had positive opinions regarding the AR learning material. They seemed to enjoy the application and perceive it as a valuable experience for their foreign language learning process. This is Table 1 EFL Learner IMI results. The second research question, which asks if there was a difference between interest or enjoyment and value or usefulness subscale scores. Descriptive statistics for like scale data were used. Table 2 shows the mean scores for each item in each subscale. In both subscale, almost all items score higher than 400, except for items 11 and 13 in value or usefulness subscale with a slight drop. Conclusion. All in all, implementation of AR as a mobile learning experience in language classroom provides language learner with intrinsically motivating gameful experience, challenge and joy. These positive outcomes might result in crossing the border between formal and informal learning. AR-based activities trigger attention and increase motivation as and learning is a phenomenon appreciated by the digital native. Foreign language teachers should take initiative to design similar activities according to the needs of their students and observe strength and weakness of such experience and design better ones in order to increase motivation and academic achievement in their classes. That's all for our group. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.